Hi guys, this is Rosita Applebum and I'm here with a late night upload. It is actually 11 o'clock at night and yes, I do not have any makeup on and I feel 100% beautiful. So save your negative comments about me not wearing makeup and your opinion about how ugly I look without makeup and whatever. Just save it because it will just get deleted because we don't need any negativity up in here. I asked you guys on Twitter and Instagram what videos you would like to see and I got a lot of requests to do a skincare tutorial. A lot of you guys have also noticed that I haven't been wearing as much makeup. Part of it is because it is summertime, part of it is because I've been going to the gym and work and just doing that all day. So, you know, just going to the gym, sweating it all off, and then getting home, I literally just don't feel like wearing makeup these days. I don't really have a reason to unless I'm filming a video or I'm going out or something like that, so haven't been wearing that much makeup. I've been letting my skin breathe. I feel like I'm about to be all over the place in this video because I have so much to tell you guys and I just want to like throw it all at you. But number one, let your skin breathe. I know it's hard to let your skin breathe and not wear foundation or powder or anything in your face when you have acne. So whether you guys want to believe it or not, I used to have like moderate acne growing up. I would say when I was about 16, 17, almost up till 18, I used to get a lot of acne, especially in my forehead and then in my cheeks. And a lot of it had to do with puberty, but also a lot of it had to do with how I was taking care of my skin and the lack of skincare. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I use now to, you know, prevent me from getting any pimples, and when I do get a pimple, how I handle that. So number one is let your skin breathe. I know when I had acne, I really didn't want to leave the house without foundation or concealer or something on my face. Even just wearing like eye makeup made me feel better because I was so insecure about my skin and it just didn't look good and I didn't feel good, so nothing was good. I was always in a bad mood, or I would pretend to be happy, but deep inside it was killing me because they were like the type of pimples that just didn't go away. They were inside, they hurt. You can call it cystic acne. A lot of it had to do with like hormones and just growing up. A lot of my skin clearing had to do with me just getting older. I am now 21, about to turn 22 November 1st, and I know some people get adult acne, so I'm prepared for that in case it does happen. But right now I can say my skin is clear, and yes, I do have, you know, a couple of imperfections like some whiteheads or things like that, redness, but for the most part I have no pimples. And occasionally I do get a pimple, but I'm gonna just run you down the process of my skincare. So I wake up, boom, it's early morning. I go ahead and rinse my face. Now, I do not wash my face with cleanser 2 times in a day. I do it once a day. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but to me, for my skin, less is more. So when I wake up, I don't have anything on my face, no makeup, obviously. So I will just literally wash my face with water, brush my teeth. Once my face is dry, I literally just pat it dry or just let it air dry. I go in with my moisturizer. Now, this is where I want to talk about oily skin. I used to use a lot of products that were meant for oily skin because that's what I thought I had. I literally would wear makeup and then like an hour later my nose would get so oily and my forehead would get so oily, even in the winter time, which was crazy. But I thought I had oily skin, and then I realized maybe my skin's not oily, maybe it's just dehydrated. And I had a couple of people tell me this at Sephora. A dermatologist told me that my skin was just severely dehydrated. So I ventured out and tried the Josie Maran Pure Argan Milk, and this is an intensive hydrating treatment. Now you would think this would be for dry skin, but I've been using this for a while now, and I can honestly say that it has like saved my skin. My skin has never looked any better. It basically is just argan milk. So there's argan oil, but this is just argan milk, so it's a little bit less thick, a little less oily, and it's just kind of like a soft, I don't know how to explain it. It literally feels like milk. When you rub it onto your face, it just disintegrates. Like it literally just melts into your face. So this stuff is absolutely amazing. I've been using this as my moisturizer. So in the morning what I'll do is I'll apply like 1 drop of this on my whole face, and I will show you guys how I do that. So I'll take 1 drop. My hands are clean, by the way. I'll just go ahead and put like 1 drop on my fingers, and then I will just massage this into my face. So just put it all over and then massage. So this feels very lightweight. It feels like water. So my skin does get a little red at first because it's very sensitive and I'm very pale. So once I've massaged this into my skin gently, I go ahead and apply my eye cream. Now this is something that's very new to me. I used to never use eye cream, but I felt like the time was right now. Like I felt like, you know, I'm not getting wrinkles, and I've gotten a couple of comments saying that I have wrinkles, but I don't have any wrinkles, and I'm not probably going to have any wrinkles for a while, but why not prevent them? And I got this Origins Ginseng eye cream, and this is a brightening and depuffing eye cream, and my main problem was puffiness. Now I don't get dark circles. Even if I don't sleep, my eyes never get dark underneath, but I do get a lot of puffiness. So this is just like a salmon colored cream, and it's really refreshing. So what I do is I just pat this in, and I do not rub, because your eye area is very gentle. So I try to use this finger over here, my ring finger, and I will just basically pat this in and make sure it's nice and spread out, and I'll put some on my eyelid. Now I do this in the morning because I like to have my eyes nice and refreshed. If I'm going to be wearing makeup, I obviously do this before I apply my makeup, before I apply my concealer. So I would do this and then kind of go on and either touch up my hair or do something else. Wait a couple of minutes, I'd say maybe 10 minutes before I start applying my concealers, my primers, and all that jazz. So I do lotion, eye cream, and then primer. Because I am using a eye cream specifically for my eye area, I don't really need to put this argan milk underneath my eye. I mainly just put it everywhere else, and then I just do the concentration of the eye cream underneath. Now this has made a huge difference in my eye area. It feels instantly refreshed and cool. Even my boyfriend, when he puts it on, he feels like refreshed. Like, it's a great product. I really enjoyed this eye cream. I think everyone should try it if they have puffiness and want some brightening. It also has like a color tint to it, so it's very light, but it'll actually brighten up the area. Even though I had oily skin, I went out and got products that were not meant for oily skin. I got products that were meant for dry skin, and the reason is because my skin was producing more oil because it was dehydrated. So just like the top of your head, you kind of have to train your skin. So my skin was getting oily, and I just didn't know why. I was using products for oily skin. I was using a foundation, the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra, which is super matte, and yet I still had really oily skin, and I wasn't drinking enough water. So that's another tip. Water. Drink a lot of water. Your skin will literally glow and just be lit from within when you drink enough water. When you eat bad and you drink, you know, sugary drinks, like, it takes a toll on your skin. So when you are healthy, you're working out and you're drinking a lot of water, you're eating things that your body needs, your skin will thank you, and it'll appear much better. Sometimes I'll even purge, like my skin will purge after not drinking enough water and then drinking a lot of water. Like, my skin will start to flare up and break out, and I just feel like that's just like my toxins and the bad stuff getting out. But anyway, back to the oily skin. Try it out. If you feel like you have like uncontrollably oily skin, obviously you're not just gonna go ahead and put oil like a Josie Maran argan oil on your face, but try to minimize the products that you have for oily skin and just get products for normal skin or for dry skin, and drink a lot of water and see how it goes for you. It worked for me because I have normal skin. Now I do have quite a bit of an oily T-zone, but I think that's everybody. Sometimes even people with dry skin get a little bit of oiliness on their nose and on their forehead, but oily skin is when you wake up and you literally have oil on your face. Or oily skin is when you're not wearing makeup and your cheeks literally have oil. Having an oily T-zone is different than having oily skin. So if you have an oily T-zone, you can treat that with primers, you know, you can do oil blotting sheets, you can do certain things in that area to prevent that area from getting oily. But if you're putting products all over your face that is meant for oily skin, you might end up drying out your skin, which in result will cause more oil. I don't want you guys to think that I'm, you know, telling you what's gonna be right for you. I'm letting you guys know what worked for me. Now, I thought I had oily skin, and I am using products that are intensely hydrating, so that's what worked for me. I no longer have oily skin. I can now use foundations without having to worry about them getting super duper like oily slicky on my face. Like, I can actually use dewy foundations and yet they still work for me. My two favorite foundations are actually like skin-like foundations. They're not even matte. The Lancome Teint Miracle and the YSL Touche Eclat. Both of those foundations are not meant for oily skin, so back in the day I probably would have not picked those. But now that I kind of have controlled my skin, I can use them, and I am forever grateful for those people who have told me to use other products on my skin. So let's say I put on a full face of makeup and then I go throughout the day. Once I get home, what I do is I immediately take off my eye makeup and I use the Lancome by Facil eye makeup remover, and this is just like a double duty eye makeup remover. This is quite expensive. I believe it's $25, but I always use it with a Salon Plus Cotton Oval, and I get these at Rite Aid. And I only use these because I just like that they're larger and they don't like disintegrate when you're taking off your makeup. So I will take the cotton puff with the Lancome eye makeup remover and just gently take off my eye makeup, and that stuff works so well. Like, my eye makeup is just completely gone. So obviously I'm not going to use an eye makeup remover on my face because that would just be silly. So I always go in with makeup removing cloths. Now this one is by Simple, and these are about $6, or actually this one was $7.29, but it varies. And these are the exfoliating facial wipes. Now I prefer the cleansing ones, but I basically use any of the wipes from this line because they're so healthy and like natural, and they don't like disrupt my skin, and they don't irritate my skin. They don't make my skin red. It doesn't make me burn. Sometimes I even remove my eye makeup with these, but I really shouldn't because it's not good. So I will go in with one of these wipes and I will just wipe off any of my makeup, making sure to get along the hairline because I know a lot of girls miss the hairline. You'll start getting pimples in like your sideburn area if you don't remove your makeup from there. So once I have removed my eye makeup with the Lancome makeup remover and the wipes, I will then go jump in the shower. And the first thing that I do with my skin is I will wash it, and I use the Neutrogena Visibly Even Foaming Cleanser. Now this does have a little bit of like a microbead, but it's not really exfoliating. I wouldn't say this is like an exfoliator or like a deep exfoliator. It's just a evening, smoothing, brightening cleanser, and it says it's foaming. It doesn't really foam up too much, but I have been using this for so long. It is the only cleanser that I like. It's the only one that I repurchase. I've tried using other ones that my mom buys. I just don't like any other one but this one. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but my skin just really likes this one, and it's gentle enough for me to use every day. Now sometimes when I jump in the shower, like let's say I didn't wear makeup that day, I will still use one of like my Simple wipes, but I won't use this. I only use this if I've worn makeup that day, even if it's just a powder. I just like to rinse off anything that the wipes didn't get off. So I will go ahead and use that, and then once a week I will take my Clarisonic Mia. I have a cashmere head on mine. I got it at Sephora. This cashmere head I believe was like $2 more than the regular heads, but the reason why I'm using the cashmere head is because the exfoliating one and the normal one just irritate my skin and they make me break out. This one is super soft, super gentle. It's just like a dream. Like, it literally feels like you're at the spa when you're doing your facial routine with this. Like, it feels so great. And another thing that I've learned with the Clarisonic is that before I used to actually like move my hand and my wrist when I was washing my face. Now I kind of just have like a loose wrist, and I just let the brush spin on its own and do its own thing instead of like trying to like dig in my pores and like clean them out. That's what I literally used to do. So this is just a regular Mia, and it just has a 1 speed, so it just has a button and it will turn off when it's done, like when you should, you know, rinse off and stop using the brush. But I love the Clarisonic. Now, I for a while stopped using this because, like I said, it was breaking me out, but once I switched over to this head, I've had no problems. I do recommend this product to everyone. I feel like it does a great job of really like removing a dead skin layer from your face. And I think this was about $150. I'm really not sure. I got it as a gift from my mother. I got the light pink one, which I kind of regret because it's like getting a little dirty at the bottom because of my shower caddy and whatever, but I like the Clarisonic. I know there are a lot of Clarisonic replicas out there, like drugstore alternatives. I personally have not used any of them, so I only know the Mia. I only know the Clarisonic, so this is what I use. This is what I stick to. I do think it's worth it. I think it's a great gift. I think that it really does a job that your hands can't do. So even when you use a mask or even when you use an exfoliator, I still think a brush is essential if you really want to get your skin clean. Now, like I said, I only use this about once a week or once every other week if I'm feeling really, really lazy. But I still see a difference, and I don't need to use this every day. But I've heard that the cashmere head can be used every day because it is super gentle and soft. If you feel like you need to use it every day, you can, because it's super gentle and soft and it will not like irritate your skin or do any of that stuff. But I just don't find it necessary for my skin. My skin's already clear. My skin, I feel, is already clean. So once a week or once every other week for the Clarisonic. And now I just want to talk about two masks that I've used for a while. The first one is this Tarte Double Detox Amazonian Clay Exfoliating Facial Mask. I've had this for a while. My girl Amanda, who works at Sephora, recommended this to me, and you basically use this treatment once a week, and you apply like a really soft and thin layer of this to wet skin, and you just kind of let it sit there. And what I find this does for me is that it really just brightens up my skin and makes my skin feel really soft. I use this when I've been using like a lot of makeup. So if that week for some reason I've been using foundation every single day and I was filming a lot and I was adding a lot of layers. If any of you guys film on YouTube, you know that sometimes you kind of have to be a little extra with your face and foundation when you're filming, because it doesn't show up on camera if you just do like your natural look. So if I've been filming a lot, so I have like a lot of product buildup on my face, or I feel like my nose is getting clogged up, I will go ahead and use this, and it just unclogs my pores. It really just refreshes my skin. It gives you like a nice minty feeling. Now at first it might burn a little bit because this is very intense, but I really like this. Again, it's the Double Detox from Tarte, so that's really cool. And Tarte is like a really natural and healthy brand, so they're all about like natural ingredients, so I feel safe using that. And then another one is the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Facial Polishing Mask, Charcoal and Black Sugar. I literally have like 7 of these from this brand. I have like the lemon one, avocado, chocolate, the blue one. But this is by far my favorite, and this one's the Charcoal and Black Sugar, and it literally comes out like black sugar. So what I do is I will just rub it in and then just let it sit there on my face. And this I use when my skin is looking dull. So this really brightens up my skin and will give me a nice glow, and it will also make my skin feel a lot softer. This is a dual action purifying mask. You can find this at the drugstore, and it's about $6. And it says you can use 2 times a week, but I use this about once every 2 weeks, or the other mask. I don't use masks as much anymore. I do want to purchase the Glam Glow mask. I did have a baby version of it, and I always get samples of it, but I feel like I should just go out and buy it. I'm not sure though if I want to get the black one or the white one, so let me know down below which one's your favorite. I think there's like 4 now. I don't even know, but I want to get a Glam Glow that's going to exfoliate my face and just make it appear brighter and just softer. I want something that's going to even out my skin and make my pores appear smaller, because you can't literally make your pores smaller. So I'm looking into that. And now I want to talk about the star product of this video, and this is how I cleared my acne. I mentioned this in my past skincare routines, but I figured I would mention it again because some of you guys are my new subscribers. So I'm talking about this sulfur ointment. I was introduced to this by Mami Chula here on YouTube, Lee. She mentioned this, and she mentioned how it cleared up her skin. Now again, this is a sulfur ointment, and it's by Dela Cruz. Before I go into this product, let me just say that you can find this at the drugstore, but you can find it only at the Latin section. So there's literally like an ethnic aisle or Latino aisle, and they have like different remedies and oils and knickknacks, but this is where I find this. I get this at CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid in the Latino/Hispanic aisle. So just putting it out there. You can also find it online. It's by Dela Cruz. You can find it on Amazon. It smells really, really bad. Like, this stinks. This stuff literally smells like burning skin / eggs. I don't know how to explain it, but it stinks. But the reason why I use it is because it works so efficiently. Like, I've got everyone hooked on this. Even my brother comes in my room looking for this. But basically, it's my acne remedy. So whenever I get a pimple, or back when I used to have a lot of pimples, I literally will just apply a small bit. So I'll take a little bit onto my finger and just dab it onto the pimple. So just a little bit. You don't want to apply huge generous layers of this. This is very, very strong. You want to use a little bit of this. So I just dab it onto my pimple, and literally the next day, no pimple. And it works so well with my skin. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know the science behind it, but I know that it works, and I know that it's gentle enough for my skin because I have very sensitive skin. The cool thing about this is that it's also helped me with dark spots. I know I got a lot of emails about people who have dark spots from acne or from just like having marks on their face. This has cleared up my marks, and I don't know if that's going to work for everyone, but I say it's worth a try. You only want to use a little bit, and you want to just dab it on the area that you need it. You don't want to just put a whole layer because it's very strong and it may either dry out your skin or cause irritation or give you another breakout. So just put a little bit on the area that you need it. And I find that this works literally overnight. again, you could use it, you know, 2 times in a row. If I put it on a pimple that's, you know, like underground, I call them underground pimples. If it's like underneath your skin, I apply this, it kind of brings it to life the next day, and then I put it on again and then it's gone. So really love this. This saved my life. This cleared up my skin. Acne is such a downer. Like when I used to have acne, I was just not happy. Skin is so important because it's the first thing that people see, you know, along with your smile and your eyes. You feel good when you look good. And you know, if you do have acne, remember that it's not the end of the world. You are still beautiful, and you know, you can't let that get to you. I let it get to me. I used to be depressed and I used to just mask it. I used to wear so much foundation and foundation on top, on top, on top. I never let my skin breathe, and at the moment I felt like it was never gonna go away. I thought that the whole puberty thing was just a big lie, and I thought for me it was just gonna stick with me forever. I kind of just grew out of that and realized that it was temporary, and even if I still had acne, I would, you know, you still have to remain happy and positive, and there can be way worse things happening. With skincare, to me, less is more. I don't feel like you need to apply 100 billion gajillion creams every single day like some people do. I personally don't find the need for that. I think water is perfectly fine to wash your face. You know, try not to use soap on your face, and if you do use soap, try to use like a Dove unscented soap, even though that's so bad for you because it'll dry out your skin and cause premature wrinkles and all that stuff. But if you desperately need to, like let's say you're over someone's house, try to see if they have like an unscented Dove bar to rinse your face with. But I think water is perfectly fine, and I look for products that are healthy and natural and are not irritating because I have very, very sensitive skin. When I try a new foundation that my skin doesn't like, I break out super duper fast. The foundations that I use again are YSL, Touche Eclat, and the Lancome foundation. I do not have anything on my face right now, but also you can just try using a powder in the summer. You don't have to go full face, you know, foundation in the summer because you're getting a tan and you kind of just are sweating, so you just kind of want to let your skin breathe. So that's number one tip for me, is just let your skin breathe and breathe. You breathe in and breathe out and know that it's temporary, it's okay. It's just a pimple, it's just acne, it's not the end of the world. You just have to let your skin breathe, and you have to just be calm because it's all in your head. Like if you stress out about acne, if you stress out about a pimple, you're gonna get more pimples because stress causes acne. So you just have to control the situation, go out. Hello? Hold on. Hello? So my tips to you are to remain positive, to remain calm, and to not stress out about skincare, and just go out and get yourself some wipes. And again, these are the ones I use. They work for me really, really well. And if you do have pimples, definitely try out this sulfur. I've tried out salicylic acid, I've tried benzoyl peroxide, but this is just what works well for my skin type. And for some people it may be too strong, but for my skin, even though I have sensitive skin, it works really good, and just the chemistry just works really well with it. And then another thing is to try using a hydrating cream or argan oil or milk on your skin, even though you think you have oily skin. Just try to treat your skin as if it were dehydrated. You know, when you're dehydrated, you literally will take a water bottle and just down it. Maybe that's what your skin needs. Maybe your skin is just telling you, look, I'm producing oil because I need oil. So I just kind of counteract the oiliness in my skin by applying hydrating treatments to my face. So hopefully that kind of helped you guys. My face is super pale because I haven't been in the sun, and it's paler than my body just because I am exfoliating and washing and doing all these things to my face. But try to use a lotion that has SPF, or at least a foundation or a powder that has an SPF built in. You want to protect your skin from the sun, especially in the summer, but also all year round. I have just been 100% comfortable in my own skin. I feel like I can go out with no makeup and just feel amazing and feel beautiful, and I can have people touch my skin. It feels nice and soft, and yeah, I can just do what I want and feel free and liberated of makeup. So makeup is fun and all that, but at the end of the day, you have to feel comfortable in your own skin. You have to feel beautiful without it. And you know, makeup is just an enhancer. It's not meant to just cover up and mask your face. That's not what makeup's for. It's an art, yes, but you should also feel like $100 million without anything on. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. I'm going to do a similar video like this for my hair. I'm also going to try to get like a morning and night routine or like a get unready with me video just so you guys can see it all in action. But I hope you guys have a great night and a great week. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. I figured what not a better video? What am I saying? I kind of just grew up. I feel like I'm all over. And I'll just kind of put it, well, I didn't grab anything. I don't want to hear it. I'm pale, okay? Like, what is that called? So I'll just do like a couple of, but I will not, but obviously